Hey guys, what's going on? It's Miracle here. We are back. It's double upload Friday, apparently. That's not an actual date, but this week's just been kind of messed with how I was able to record. But today, we're doing Angel Beats and Akamega Kill. I'm recording this and uploading it, and right while this video is uploading that you're currently watching, I'll be recording Akamega Kill. So they'll be coming out right after each other. Last episode on Angel Beats, there was a lot that happened. Angel is now a lot of angels in one, but not a lot because she's only one, because she was only one to begin with. And we don't know what that's gonna mean. We're gonna hopefully find out right at the start. And the big thing in the preview for this episode is someone said, I remember it now, or something about remembering something, which can only mean one thing. We get answers for somebody's life. I don't know who would remember. I mean, Otanashi, we already got his story, right? I don't know if there's anybody else. He was the only one that specifically didn't remember his life, right? Everybody else remembers everything. So I'm not really sure what that could be referring to. But it was like the big... I kind of noticed in these previews they do. Obviously, as you guys know, it's those type of previews that just you hear lines from the next episode, you don't see anything. Is you hear a bunch of this jumble, whatever, a bunch of random lines, and then the last line they say, it's kind of alone, not you know, being jumbled in with a bunch of other lines, kind of alone, and it sets the tone for what's going to happen in this episode. So I feel like that's going to be important for this episode. I don't know, it's just something I kind of caught on with the previews. Is the last line that's said is the only one that's really important, and that actually gives you any direction of something that's going to happen in this episode. And I like that, because again, there are many shows where previews either give nothing at all, or there's no previews, which just kind of sucks, or there's previews that show a little too much, and you're like, well, shit, I guess I don't even have to watch next week's episode. Or there's Dragon Ball Super, who decided to go to the next level and show the previews of the episode at the very start of the episode that they play in. That was the most next level thing I'd ever seen. All right. But yeah, first of all, Angel. I don't know. Let's get into it. I'm just ready to go. I want to see if she becomes evil again, or if she can fight it back. I mean, we're on episode 9, guys. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 5 episodes left, including this one. So, I don't know. Oh boy. Although it would be kind of nice if they just ended up getting Angel and leaving, right? If she didn't become overcome with hate, like she used to be. Or not hate, but... yeah, I kind of get the feeling that the first, minute of this episode is going to really set the tone of where the rest of the shows are going to go. Whether or not Angel, what happens to her right now. Or Kanade, whatever you want to call her. I don't know. I don't know what we're going with. She's in a hospital bed? So we still don't know yet what her reaction to this is. I told you, I know it's your fault. You did... I mean, I guess this is what they had to do, but it is your fault. What do you mean? I thought that's what happened. You can't leave me out of this, Otanashi. This is... Yeah, it's not really right to say the evil Kanade and the good Kanade because it's the same person. It's just that's what her thoughts used to be, right? Which does kind of discredit her good side, because we do know that there is such a bad side lurking, right? In your memory. I feel like this episode we're about to get some serious shit dropped on us. Maybe Angel will remember something. No, it was specifically saying I remember, and it was not Angel speaking. That's true too, actually. I mean, who knows? I don't know, I'm kind of worried. Yeah, exactly. It's a coin flip. I mean, that's... Exactly, that's kind of what I'm worried about. But it depends how strong her will is. That's what I'm saying. It's... Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think there's a... I don't think you can put it statistically like that. Because again, Angel's current will, we don't know how strong it is. We don't know how strong the wills of the other angels were. If their will is stronger than hers is right now, then she's fucked. Her odds are less than one out of 100. You could do that, I guess. I'm kind of with them, though, like... If they destroy that stuff, get rid of her shit, and then, like, lock her up, there's nothing she can do about it. But then again, it's Angel. I don't want you to lock her up. Who will God's side of it? Kami-sama, come on! Day one? Was day one of her being asleep? Otonashi is in a dream? Is he a... What the... Is he... January 15th. This is after the train crash. He survived it? Oh shit! And that was his entrance exam he was going to. Okay. I kind of asked that question. I couldn't remember if they said it or not. He survived it. Wow, so that isn't how he died. Oh shit! This is what the preview is talking about. He's remembering the rest of his life. However long it lasted. Oh, and there's quite a bit of... Okay, so they didn't all die. Okay, okay. Maybe he did do something good with his life then. I mean, he was going to. Training. Better than nothing. I'd take a medical student over a... Not a medical student. Damn. So where are they? They look like they made it to a Oh, so... Okay. So that's where the collapse was and everything. Damn. That would suck. That's like my biggest fear in like planes or trains or anything, is being in a crash in the middle of nowhere and being like the only survivor. Like, you're fucked. You're in the middle of nowhere. Igarashi, he's gonna die. No doubt about it. No, I'm joking. Maybe he will still meet Angel then in his life. That was my theory, is that he knew Kanade in the real world somehow. Wouldn't that... Okay. Man, okay! You were beating yourself up before about how you didn't do anything good with your life. Look at this! You're saving all these people. Although, I don't know. Something bad. We already know how this story ends, right? So we already know something bad's gonna end up happening. I mean, he's acting like he's going into like a den full of monsters. It's just a railroad track. I don't think there's gonna be anything too bad there. Although, how far deep in this tunnel are they? Like, this is seriously one of my worst fears. Is just, I mean, at least he's with other people, but there's a cave-in on the other side. They're fucked. Okay, but people have got to be realizing that this train didn't make it to the station and searching for them, right? It's not over. Don't give up hope. You just gotta wait it out. But are they getting oxygen in there? I mean, it's gotta be running out at some point, right? If there's no holes? What is that? He's got a wound? Oh no, he's gotta break the news too. Or it was not good. Oh. How is there 2 cave-ins in the same place? I mean, is that maybe that's a thing that happens? I don't know. Damn! Okay, this is my new worst fear. Fuck that last one. This one right here. Being trapped in a cave with both ends collapsed. He did, like, save everybody here. Let's hold a vote. But you guys gotta be assholes even in this situation. There's always gotta be those people. Day 2. Man! What has this show become? Oh boy. Your food and water isn't gonna last forever. Oh man. See, that's gonna be one of the shittiest things. You got like 4 or 5 bottles of water and you're trying to make sure how you can make that last for as long as you goddamn possibly can. Yeah, that's true. Oh no, these boys are starting shit. You can't. What? Why do you need all that water? Where are you gonna take it anyways? I can't help but laugh at this guy and how stupid he is. You. Can we kill him? Can we start doing daily executions? Start thinning out the numbers? You won't need as much water. Where were you going with the water though? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck were you trying to run to? You are too good of a person. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. I agree with her. Can somebody punch him? He's... Yeah, you need water. I don't care how good of a dude you are. You really need water. Day 3. What? I mean, yeah, people are gonna start dying. That's inevitable. feel like he's already long gone. I did not expect this episode. Holy man. These people have got to get rescued in the end. I'll feel really depressed if they all die in this hole. They've got to be rescued. I mean, we know Otonashi's going to die. That's inevitable, but they can't all die in this hole. I will be really upset if they all die after all this. That's why I originally thought was going to happen. That's how I thought he was going to die in the first place. He wasn't moving for a second. I got a little bit too worried there. What are you doing? Are you writing a note? Damn, man. Everything. What a dude. Oh, he's crossing out. I mean, I can't read that, my dude, but I'm starting to get the feeling they're not gonna make it out. Man. What? And she's back to normal? Oh my god. I just remembered everything. So they did make it out. Not him. Man, that was way too real. That was way too real. I wonder if that's why he didn't remember somehow in the first place. I don't, maybe not. Like maybe the certain organ. I don't know. I didn't expect that. I feel like you would have already. Yeah, you should just prove him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. And they're all fighting against it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because nobody knows what she's really trying to do. Or nobody understood. He's kind of been the link between everything right now. Okay. Maybe that's similar to Kanade then. Maybe that's why she's still here in the first place too. Oh. That's what's gonna happen. I told you they're not gonna be able to stay here the entirety of all the time. They're this music. What am I saying to an angel? Man, that was a good line. It's so bittersweet though because like this is It's gonna be the end for everybody together eventually. They're not all gonna be together like this. That's gonna be sad. I don't know if I can. Oh, nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So is that how Otanashi helped her? Is he told her about all of this? Because there's no way she would have found out otherwise, right? That's what they think. Man. And okay, I see where we're going. It all makes sense now. Everything that I've been wondering makes sense. It's not that Kanade didn't want to fight. She doesn't want to fight, but she does want to kind of pressure them into living their life, into living out their dream, into coming, you know, reaching that conclusion. That's why she's been fighting this whole. That was my question. Is that I've been kind of asking last couple episodes. Angel said she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to fight at all. So then my question was, why was she fighting in the first place before if she didn't want to fight? She had to. And again, it's the same thing that I was noticing before about how she would only, you know, attack the students if they were being rowdy, right? If they were acting out of line. And I kind of thought that, you know, maybe Angel was, like, trying to, like, I don't know, doing it for herself, like, living out maybe in her life she wasn't able to live a normal school life. So I thought maybe that's what she was trying to do, is get everyone to just live a normal school life. It's actually the exact opposite. She's not doing it for herself at all. She's doing it for everybody else. Man, this episode was way too real, though. Otanashi's past, the second part, that was way too real. Because that shit happens every day in real life, and it just, man. Everybody did make it, well, not everybody, but the survivors at the end did make it out. Otanashi. Oh. Still my happiness. Goodbye, days. You know what really sucks? Is the next 4 episodes, the final 4 episodes, are going to be really sad. Because we all know what's going to have to happen, right? The whole goal of this is to obliterate everybody. Which is a good thing, but we know what that means, is that's the end of everybody's story. Because we don't know what happens next. We don't know if you just fizzle away and disappear, your existence is gone, or if you go to heaven, or if you become reincarnated as something, or what happens after this. It's kind of the same idea as life right now. Is we don't know what happens next, right? Regardless of whatever you believe, that doesn't matter. You can believe whatever you want, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is we don't know. That I didn't expect this episode one bit. The shock when I saw the light coming in through the tunnel, and I'm like, damn, he really did it. He saved everybody. I didn't expect this episode one bit. I didn't. One thing that we also kind of learned this episode is that the good angels and the bad angels, again, I've already said that they're the same person, right? They're just thoughts at a different time. More so than just being good angels and bad angels, I mean, the good angel and 100 bad angels, right? That's kind of what this was all about in fighting in their mind. In reality, they all were exactly the same. The only difference is the angel we know, Kanade that we know, is that she explained to us why she's how she is. The other angels all have the same idea as her. They're not fighting to hurt anybody or to cause anybody pain. They're fighting to help everybody. It's just all those angels, they were obviously cloned and they haven't shared this information with us. It's only the Kanade that we know that has shared everything. So when they all merged, there wasn't really too much of a fight happening, because they all had the exact same goal. And they're all going to continue doing the same thing, fighting against anything that's out of line, because that's not going to help save these people. So yeah, I guess, again, I already knew from very early on in the show, once we kind of discovered the whole concept of what happens after you accept your reality and everything, that everybody was going to disappear before the end of the show, because otherwise it would just be a disappointing, like, living out eternity in this middle of life and death thing. It's just not right. But now we kind of get the confirmation that that's what the end goal is to have everybody. I don't know what the right thing to say is. Obliterating just sounds too violent, but they're not just vanishing. We don't know what's happening to them. We don't know what's next. And then the big question is Otonashi and Kanade, really. Kanade made an important point there, saying, Otonashi, can you help me? Like, you haven't been obliterated yet, so maybe you're the only person who can work with me. My question then is, how can he be obliterated? Because, I mean, he's obviously come to grips with his life, and he's content. I think that's the biggest thing that leads to being obliterated, is being content with your biggest regret, right? Iwasawa, there was a couple things, but eventually she was able to, music basically allowed her to be content with how her life was and everything. And then Hinata was about to catch the ball and everything, and everything would be content, but he wanted to stay. That's the only difference. You have to be content with your life, and you kind of have to have the will to be able to move forward, right? So maybe that's why, I guess that would probably be why Otonashi didn't get obliterated, is because he had that content thing filled out, but he doesn't want to move on yet. He wants to finish what he can do here. And maybe, I guess that's the same thing with Kanade. She clearly seems like she's already come to terms with everything that's happened in her life, and she wants to help other people. But she obviously doesn't want to move on yet because, well, she wants to help other people. Again, I'm telling you all, when we learn about Kanade's backstory, or whatever she is not going to be a happy story. I can already feel it. I can feel, like, this was a sad episode, don't get me wrong, but this, even more or less of a sad episode, this was more of just a harsh reality episode of, like, this is just shit that happens in real life, And it's just depressing. This episode wasn't as sad as it was depressing. It was just super depressing. It really was. And then uplifting at the end when we find out that Otonashi saved everybody. But I just have a feeling that the next couple episodes to come, and especially the ending, are not going to be depressing. They're just going to be straight up sad. Alright? And yeah, that's all I feel right now. I can't really explain how I felt. Like, I was like kind of tearing up a little bit, and then when I saw the light come in, I was just shocked. I had accepted that everybody was gonna die, and then they didn't. It was like the most bittersweet, happy thing I've ever seen. Because, again, we already knew Otanashi was going to die. Whether he died in that hole or he got out of the hole and died sometime later. We knew he was going to die. We already know that. It's everybody else that I at first thought they were going to make it out. Otherwise, it would just be too sad. Then I saw them all signing the donor thing, and that was sad too. And I'm like, maybe they will all die here. And then they didn't. Man, this is... Talk about change of emotions, man. Okay, 4 episodes left. We'll be back on Tuesday. Right? Yeah, okay. We'll be back on Tuesday for the next episode. I'm sorry this was a day late, but I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all next time. Till then, peace out.